Stop. Do not scroll. Look at me right now. You did not arrive here by accident. I placed this message directly in your path because we need to talk before tonight ends. Give me your undivided attention for a few minutes. What I am about to say will change everything. Do not let the noise of the world distract you from my face. Heaven aligned time itself to bring you here. You are standing on a dangerous edge tonight. Something massive is shifting in the unseen realm, and I need you to hear my voice before tomorrow arrives. If you rush past this moment, you will miss the very instructions I have prepared for your rescue. Choose to listen to me right now. I know what is keeping you awake. Your mind is racing with a heavy thought. You believe you made an unforgivable mistake recently. You think you ruined your own destiny. You are convinced that my favor has left your life forever. But I am here to tell you that you are completely wrong. My heart is not filled with anger toward you. Before we go any deeper, I want you to anchor yourself here. Like this video right now as an act of agreement between your heart and mine. This small action signals that you have stopped running. It shows you are ready to listen to my truth. Let this be the moment you choose faith over fear. Your obedience opens the door to my peace. Now, let me speak softly to the part of you that is most tired. I know how heavy your chest feels in this exact moment. Your shoulders are tight from carrying battles you never talk about with anyone. You have been pretending to be strong for the people around you while you break inside. You need a safe place to rest your soul. You smile when they look at you. You tell them you are fine. You help them solve their problems. But every night when the lights go out, you sit in the darkness and wonder if anyone truly sees you. You feel completely invisible in your own life. I see every shadow that hangs over your heavy spirit, and I am walking beside you. I watched you when you sat on the floor of your bathroom earlier this week. You turned the water on so no one would hear your crying. You pressed your face into your hands because the pain was simply too loud. You whispered my name through broken tears. I heard every single sigh, and I counted every drop that fell from your eyes. The enemy has been whispering cruel lies into your ears during those dark hours. He tells you that your mistakes have defined your future permanently. He claims that you have exhausted my grace. He wants you to believe that you are too broken to be restored. Do not listen to his deceptive voice, because his words are meant to destroy you. My grace is not a finite resource that runs out when you stumble. My love for you is an everlasting foundation. I knew every choice you would make before I even formed you in the womb. I saw your failures, and I saw your regrets. No human failure can ever cancel my divine purpose for your life, because my calling is unchangeable. But you must understand why tonight is different. The hours before tomorrow arrives are critical for your spirit. There is a specific trap that the adversary has laid out for your feet. He wants you to carry today's guilt into tomorrow's opportunities. I am stepping in to block his plans, and I am rewriting your story tonight. You have been viewing your current situation as a punishment. You think the closed doors and the sudden isolation mean I am angry with you. But let me reframe this darkness for you. What looked like a terrible delay was actually my holy protection from a hidden destruction, and I blocked the path because a trap was waiting for you. I was there when that door slammed shut. I was there when that person walked away from your life. I was there when your plans crumbled into pieces before your eyes. I allowed the shaking to happen because the foundation you were building on was unsafe. I am protecting your eternal soul from things you cannot see right now. You have a pure heart that loves deeply. You have poured your sincere energy into hands that did not know how to hold it. You have been used by people you trusted. You have been slandered by those you helped. And you ask me why your kindness always meets with disappointment. You wonder if being good is even worth the pain anymore. I know it hurts to be misunderstood by the world. It drains your spirit to give everything and receive nothing in return. You feel like a failure because your generosity was met with cruelty. But your value does not change based on their inability to appreciate your radiant light. You are still precious and beautiful in my sight. There is a reason why your life carries so much friction right now. The intense warfare around you is proof of the glory inside you. The adversary does not attack empty houses. The enemy is targeting your mind tonight because he is absolutely terrified of what is about to be released. He sees the massive breakthrough coming to your life. He knows that if you discover the truth before tomorrow, his hold over your family will break. He wants you to stay blind to the divine setup, so he magnifies your mistakes, and he makes your guilt look like an impossible mountain. But I am about to flatten that mountain into a smooth path before your feet even touch the ground. Breathe deeply right now. Let your racing thoughts slow down. Let your tense muscles relax into my presence. You do not have to figure out the next 10 years tonight. You only need to listen to my voice for this 1 hour. I am guiding your steps safely, and I will not allow you to stumble into the traps of the enemy. Are you still listening to me? Do not let the distractions of the world steal this sacred moment from your soul. The enemy wants to draw your eyes away from these words. He wants you to scroll back into the noisy crowd. Stay here with me, because your breakthrough depends on your absolute focus during these critical hours of the night. You are tired in your bones. You are tired of trying harder every single day. You are tired of being the stable one who holds everything together for everyone else. You have been carrying a heavy basket of worries that I never asked you to carry. Drop the heavy basket at my feet tonight, and let me bear the weight for you. We are about to go into the deepest part of your healing tonight. I am going to show you exactly how to dismantle the guilt that is paralyzing your spirit. But first, you must accept that you are fully forgiven by my grace. You must look at my face and see love instead of judgment, because I am your loving Father. You have spent too many years blaming yourself for things you could not control. You have replayed old conversations in your mind until your head ached with regret. You have asked yourself 1,000 questions that have no answers. It is time to silence those voices, because they do not belong to the future I have built for you. Look back at the path you traveled. You survived storms that would have broken other people completely. You kept your heart soft, even when the world was incredibly cruel to you. That is not weakness, my child. That is the supernatural strength I placed inside your spirit, and it is proof that you are a true warrior. The mistake you are weeping over is actually the soil where your greatest testimony will grow. I specialize in turning broken pieces into beautiful masterworks. Broken dreams are resurrected when I speak life into them. I am speaking life into your dry bones tonight, and you will see the change before the sun rises tomorrow. The clock is ticking down. The darkness of the night will soon give way to the morning light. What you do in these next few moments will determine the atmosphere of your entire tomorrow. Let me wash away the stains of your past failures right now. You are safe here with me, and no one can pluck you out of my strong hands. Prepare your spirit for the next words I am about to speak. We are crossing the line between your past suffering and your future freedom. Leave your heavy baggage at the door of this moment. Listen to the rhythm of my voice as I reveal the hidden plan of heaven, because the next step belongs to your destiny. You are sitting in the quiet room right now. The world around you is completely asleep. You feel the crushing weight of isolation pressing down on your chest. And while everyone else believes that you are the strongest person they know, you are secretly drowning in a sea of your own silent thoughts. I know the exact texture of your loneliness. I watch you wear that heavy mask during the daytime hours. You smile beautifully for your family, and you support your friends. But when you are finally alone behind closed doors, your true face emerges, and the exhaustion takes over your entire body. I saw you when you stared at the ceiling for hours last night. Your mind was replaying every single word of that painful conversation. You felt a deep ache in the middle of your chest, and you wondered how a life that started with so much promise could suddenly feel so empty and completely broken. You were torturing your own soul with endless questions of regret. You keep asking yourself why you made that specific choice back then. You believe that one single mistake has derailed your entire destiny forever. But your mistakes are never big enough to outrun my absolute grace. The adversary loves to use your tender conscience as a sharp weapon against you. He reminds you of your past failures every time you try to pray. He whispers that you are a hypocrite for seeking my holy presence, and you believe his lies because your heart is currently heavy with deep shame. I saw you when you buried your face in your pillow to stifle the sound of your sobbing. You did not want anyone in the next room to hear your vulnerability. You felt completely abandoned by everyone you ever loved in this world. But I was sitting on the edge of your bed the entire time. I was not far away in some distant heaven when you fell apart. I was right there inside the darkness of that painful room with you. I held your trembling spirit when you lacked the strength to hold yourself up. Every tear that soaked your pillow passed directly through my own loving hands. You have spent years being a living refuge for the people around you. You always give your love purely, without asking for anything in return. But they walked away from you when you needed them the most. And now you are left wondering if your kindness was just a foolish waste of time. Your pure heart is not a weakness in my kingdom. I see the invisible scars you carry from being betrayed by those you helped. They took your generosity, and they left you with an empty house and a broken heart. I am recording every single sacrifice you made in total secret. You feel an exhaustion that goes much deeper than physical tiredness. Your very soul feels weary from the constant fighting and the heavy spiritual friction. You wake up every single morning with a heavy dread sitting on your sternum. You wonder if you even have the strength to survive another difficult day. You do not understand why your path has been so incredibly difficult. You see other people coasting through life without these intense emotional storms. You feel like you are uniquely cursed to suffer in this cruel world. But the warfare is actually happening because you are a chosen vessel. A precious jewel covered in thick dust is still incredibly valuable to the master. You look at your broken pieces, and you see a total disaster. I look at those exact same pieces, and I see a masterpiece under refinement. I am using this quiet valley to strip away what hinders you. You feel like you have arrived late to your own destiny because of the delays. You watch your peers move forward while you remain stuck in this fog. You feel like time is running out, and you are losing your youth. But my divine timing is always mathematically precise and perfect. The fear of tomorrow is paralyzing your ability to rest tonight. You are anticipating new problems before they even arrive at your doorstep. You are trying to solve equations that do not even exist yet. Be still right now, and let me carry the weight of your unknown future. I saw you when you walked through the grocery store with tears in your eyes. I saw you when you sat in your car and screamed in absolute frustration. I saw you when you wanted to give up on everything completely. I have never left your side for a single microsecond of your journey. I have a golden bottle in heaven where I store every single tear you cry. None of your quiet suffering has been wasted or forgotten by me. I am weaving your current sorrow into a beautiful garment of praise. You will look back on this dark night, and you will see my fingerprints everywhere. You are your own harshest judge, and you refuse to forgive your own past. You keep punishing yourself for choices you made when you were hurting and confused. You think that by staying miserable you can somehow pay for your errors. But the price has already been paid fully by my love. Lift your heavy eyes and look into my eyes of pure compassion. I do not see you through the distorted lens of your worst mistakes. I see you through the eternal lens of your true identity. You are still my beautiful child, and nothing can ever change that sacred reality. The enemy wants to keep you isolated in this dark corner of self-pity. He knows that if you stay alone, you will eventually destroy your own hope. He wants you to believe that no one can possibly understand your specific pain. But I understand it because I created your beautiful soul. Do you feel that subtle warmth spreading across your chest right now? That is not a random coincidence or a strange emotional reaction. That is my holy presence actively breaking through the frozen walls of your heart. I am melting the ice of your long isolation tonight. You are a silent survivor, and you have endured things that would have shattered others. You are still here tonight because my hand has been keeping you alive in secret. The adversary tried to take you out multiple times, but he failed completely. You are thoroughly protected by my heavenly host. Do not despise this low valley of weeping and deep vulnerability. The valley is not your permanent home or your final resting place. It is merely the sacred birthing room for the incredible authority you will carry. You must know the darkness deeply to appreciate the radiant light. You are not the first chosen child to sit in a dark cave of absolute despair. Many great warriors before you have wept bitterly in the exact same silence. They also thought they had ruined everything and that my voice was gone forever. But I had a massive surprise waiting for them in the morning. I want to take your mind back to a time long ago in the ancient scriptures. I want to show you a young man who sat in a deep pit because of betrayal. He felt just as forgotten and broken as you feel tonight. Let me reveal how I changed his destiny in one single day. Let us look together at a stormy night on the sea long ago. My disciples were terrified inside their small boat because the waves were crashing violently around them. But I walked across the water toward them in the middle of the deep darkness. They thought I was a ghost and they screamed out in total terror. But my voice immediately brought calm to their fearful spirits. Then one man dared to speak through the howling wind. Peter looked at me and asked to walk out on the water with me. I did not give him a long lecture or a complicated plan. I simply said one word to his trembling heart. I said, "Come." And without hesitating for a single second, he stepped over the edge of that wooden boat into the open sea. He was the only one willing to get out of the boat that night. The other 11 men stayed behind where it was completely safe and they just watched him. Peter took a few steps on the surface of the liquid floor. He was doing the impossible because his eyes were locked securely onto my face. He was walking on top of his deepest fears, but then a massive wave rose up right in front of him. The cold wind blasted against his face, and he took his eyes off me. He looked at the destructive storm instead of looking at my eternal presence. And the exact moment he focused on the danger, he began to sink rapidly into the freezing water. Panic captured his entire mind. He cried out to me through the spray of the heavy sea. He did not have time for a long prayer or a perfect religious declaration. He just screamed for help. And hear me clearly with your entire soul. I did not let him drown. My strong hand was already reaching down into the cold depth before his head even went under the surface. I caught him instantly, and I brought him back above the waves. I did not abandon him to the dark abyss because of his sudden doubt. My child, you are Peter in this exact season of your life. You dared to step out of your old comfort zone because you wanted to follow my calling. You had a grand vision for your destiny, but then the storm of life hit your finances or your relationships unexpectedly. You looked at the lack, and you looked at the betrayal around you. You lost your absolute focus, and you made a major mistake in your panic. And now you feel like you are sinking into a deep pit of total failure and permanent shame. You are telling yourself that your sinking has disqualified you from my service. You believe that your sudden drop is an unforgivable catastrophe, but sinking is not the same thing as drowning. Your mistake was just a momentary lapse of focus, and my hand is already holding you above the destructive water right now. Let me reframe the painful delay that has made you feel so completely stuck. You think you are falling behind because your plans were suddenly halted, but that obstacle was actually a holy barricade that I constructed for your own safety. I delayed your steps because an invisible trap was waiting for you further down that road. If I had allowed you to enter that room when you wanted to, it would have destroyed your pure spirit. If I had allowed that relationship to continue, it would have broken your heart beyond repair. What you perceived as an annoying rejection was actually my absolute protection from a hidden disaster that you could not see. I am currently cutting away the rotten branches from your life to make room for a massive harvest. The pruning process feels like a terrible punishment while it is happening. It hurts to lose things you thought you needed for your future stability, but I am only removing what would eventually hinder your ultimate growth. The tears I witnessed are now the seeds of what I am about to harvest for you. Listen carefully. We are moving away from the soft whispers of the quiet valley. I am lifting your head up right now because the season of your silent weeping is officially over. The atmosphere of this dark night is changing at my command. I declare over your life that the authority of your past guilt is completely broken tonight. The adversary has no legal right to torment your mind with old memories anymore. I have washed away the stains of your worst failures with my absolute love. You are standing before me as a completely new creation right now. The enemy wants you to remain paralyzed by the fear of what tomorrow will bring to your doorstep. He wants you to believe that the morning light will only bring more bills, more loneliness, and more heavy burdens. But I have already walked into your tomorrow, and I have cleared the path of every single obstacle. I am releasing a supernatural wave of restoration over your family and your health before the sun rises. The locked doors that caused you so much frustration are trembling right now at my powerful command. I am not asking permission from the world to bless you. I am simply opening the windows of heaven over your life. If you feel the truth of these words vibrating inside your heavy chest, do not let it slip away. Leave a comment saying, "God is my safe refuge," right below this video. This simple statement anchors your faith in the physical world. It shows the enemy that you refuse to accept his lies of condemnation anymore. You are a chosen warrior, and your training in the dark cave is finally coming to an end. You have learned to trust my voice when the silence was completely deafening. You have learned to hold on to my promise when every visible circumstance told you to give up. That tested endurance is your greatest weapon for the next level. Look at the people who mocked your delay and laughed at your sudden sifting season. They thought you were finished forever when you stumbled into that mistake. They wrote your final chapter based on their own limited human understanding. But they did not realize that I am the sole author of your destiny. I am preparing a table of abundance for you right in the presence of your fiercest enemies. The very people who pushed you down will watch you rise up with supreme honor. They will see my favor resting heavily upon your shoulders, and they will know that it was my hand that lifted you out of the deep mire. Do not look back at the burning bridges behind you. The past is a dead country that has nothing left to offer your soul. The people who chose to leave your side were not equipped to carry the weight of your massive future glory. Let them go completely, and forgive them, so you can move forward without baggage. Your pure heart has been a living refuge for many ungrateful souls in the past. You poured out your love, and you received nothing but cold betrayal in return. But I am restoring every single ounce of energy you lost during those painful transactions. I am filling your empty house with true provision. The clock is moving closer toward the boundary of a brand new day. The deadline of tomorrow is approaching rapidly, but you do not have to face it with a racing heart or tight shoulders anymore. My presence is an iron shield around your mind, and my peace is guarding your deep thoughts tonight. We are standing at the very edge of your ultimate breakthrough now. The heavy clouds are beginning to part, and the first ray of my glory is about to shine on your face. Keep your eyes locked onto my presence as we step into the highest point of your total deliverance, because the final command is coming. Let the heavy weight slide off your mind completely right now. You have carried the burden of trying to be perfect for far too long. I do not look for perfection in my children. I look for availability and a heart that is willing to yield to my touch. Your willingness to stay here is all I require tonight. The preparation is complete, and the seal has been set upon your brow. Kicking against the closed doors will not change the divine blueprint I have written for you. Quiet your soul as we move into the center of the storm, where my greatest gift is waiting. Listen to the absolute silence of my power. The hour of your total liberation has finally arrived. I am stepping into your situation with supreme authority tonight. The heavy chains of your past are breaking into pieces right now. You can no longer remain a prisoner to old memories because I am removing the darkness that kept your spirit bound for so long. I am declaring an absolute end to your hidden captivity. The enemy thought he could keep you trapped in shame forever. He recorded your worst mistakes, and he flashed them before your eyes every single night. But I have seized his book of accusations, and I tore the pages completely apart. There is no charge against you in my heavenly court tonight, because my love has paid your full debt. You are completely acquitted from all regret. Listen to the sound of breaking iron in the spiritual realm. The generational curses that restricted your parents are shattering over your life right now. You are the chosen cycle breaker who will walk out of poverty and limitation. You will establish a brand new foundation of abundance for the children who come after you because your obedience has shifted the atmosphere. The adversary is currently trembling because he lost his legal right to oppress your thoughts. He knows that his time is up. His power over your mind has expired fully. I am stripping him of every weapon he used against your fragile confidence during your darkest valley. You are rising up from the ashes of your sifting season like a mighty warrior because my light is shining upon your face. Do not look back at the slandering voices that tried to bury your reputation. They spoke from their own bitterness. They could not see the hidden glory I placed inside you. Their small words cannot stop the massive elevation I am preparing for your destiny because my decrees are absolute. I am locking the mouths of your accusers while I pour out my favor upon your head. Your waiting season was not an empty void of meaningless torture. It was the sacred furnace where I hardened your spiritual armor. You learned to pray when your heart was breaking. You learned to trust my word when every human circumstance screamed failure. That tested endurance has qualified you to carry the weight of my glory because you did not drop your faith. The clock is moving fast. The midnight hour is about to pass away. The deadline of tomorrow is creeping closer to your doorstep right now. Kicking against my divine timing will only cause your spirit more unnecessary friction and exhaustion. You must stop trying to solve the problems of tomorrow with your own limited human strength tonight because I am the Lord. I need you to participate in an urgent ritual of deliverance right now. This is the moment where you must cooperate with my holy presence. Drop your heavy weapons. Stop fighting the battles that belong solely to my sovereign hand. I am ordering you to step down from the seat of control right this second because your anxiety cannot save you. Roll your tense shoulders back. Let the physical tightness melt away completely. Drop your hands to your sides. Open your palms toward the heavens in total surrender. You have been clenching your fists for months because you were terrified of losing everything, but your life is perfectly secure in my hands. Take a deep breath into your lungs right now. Feel my clean air filling your spirit. Hold it for a moment while you focus on my absolute peace. Now, exhale slowly. Expel every ounce of anxiety and fear that accumulated inside your soul today, because those toxic thoughts do not belong to you. Take another deep breath. Pull my divine strength into your tired body. Let the oxygen reach the deepest corners of your physical exhaustion right now. Exhale the old guilt. Let the heavy memories leave your chest forever, because they have no home inside the future I have carefully built for you. I see the heavy burden of financial worry that made your head ache today. I see the broken relationships that made you feel completely worthless. You felt isolated from the entire world. I am taking those specific problems from your hands, and I am placing them into my eternal storehouse, where no thief can touch them. You do not have permission to worry about them anymore. Your tomorrow does not belong to the enemy. It does not belong to blind chance. I have already walked into the hours of your next day. I have arranged every encounter perfectly. I have commanded the right people to help you, and I have ordered the necessary provision to manifest because you chose to trust my word. The mistake you made yesterday is vanishing into my grace. I am turning that exact point of your public sifting into a platform. The world will watch in total amazement when they see how fast I restore what was lost. Your life will become a living testimony of my supernatural power, because I am reversing every single consequence of your past failures. You will laugh again. Let the deep gratitude rise up from your stomach and fill your entire mouth. Start thanking me in the silence of your mind for the things you cannot see yet. Praise me for the closed doors that saved your life. Praise me for the open doors that no human can ever shut, because my authority rules over every earthly kingdom. Your gratitude is the unique key that unlocks the heavenly storehouse. I am pouring out a special blessing of protection over your sleep tonight. The nightmares of panic will not visit your bed. My angels are forming an iron wall around your house. You will rest deeply like a child who knows their father is guarding the door while the storm rages outside. Your mind will experience an absolute calm. The adversary wanted you to enter tomorrow with a broken spirit. He wanted you to walk into your workplace with your head hanging low in deep shame. But I am lifting your chin up with my own right hand right now. You will walk into tomorrow with the supreme confidence of a royal HEIR because you carry my holy name. Your victory is already sealed. You are an heir to an unshakable kingdom. Your citizenship is fixed securely in heaven. Your supply line is completely infinite. The economic storms of this world cannot dry up the rivers of abundance that I have designated for your path. You are thoroughly sustained by my sovereign wealth. I am healing the physical sickness that was triggered by your intense emotional stress. The pain in your stomach is dissolving inside my presence. The tightness in your head is leaving you right now. I am restoring health to your bones, and I am renewing your youth like the eagles, because I need your vessel to be strong. You will feel the new energy tomorrow. The people who abandoned you during your sifting season will try to return. They will notice the radiant light of my favor on your face. They will want to taste your sudden abundance. I will give you the divine discernment to protect your sacred garden from those who only want to exploit your fruit. You will no longer be deceived by fake smiles. You are no longer the victim of your past choices. You are not the casualty of their cruel betrayals. You are entering a season of supreme dominion and spiritual authority over your enemy. The things that used to terrify you will flee from your presence, because the light of my spirit inside you has become blindingly bright. You are walking in total victory. Breathe one last time into this atmosphere of total victory and complete surrender. Let the final fragments of your doubt fall to the floor like dead leaves. The transaction is fully completed in the spiritual realm. The seal has been stamped upon your destiny. You are ready to receive the final instructions for your walk, because the morning light is about to break through the darkness. You are completely clean now. The old stains have vanished into my endless mercy. Your spirit feels lighter. And as you prepare to close your eyes tonight, you can finally feel the profound stillness that I designed for your resting hours. The long warfare in your thoughts has ended. You do not need to carry a single worry into the morning light. Look at the horizon of your future. The dark clouds are disappearing completely from your life. The light is coming. Because I have established a new covenant of peace with your soul, you will never have to fight these silent battles alone again. Your victory is fully guaranteed by my strong arm. You can smile truly. The adversary has retreated into the shadows. He knows his lies failed to destroy your faith. You stood firm. When the wind blew hard against your house, you kept your eyes anchored securely onto my face, and you refused to let go of my holy word. That tested loyalty is your greatest treasure in my heavenly kingdom. Tomorrow will arrive with a beautiful surprise for your life. You will see my provision waiting for you at the exact intersection of your greatest need. Do not doubt. Because you chose to surrender your own control to my sovereign wisdom tonight, I am unlocking resources that you did not even know existed yesterday. You are walking into abundance. You are a true light bearer in a dark world. Your heart carries a unique fragrance of compassion that cannot be manufactured by human effort. Many people will find their way home because of the light shining through your scars. I am positioning you to be a mighty pillar of hope for your entire community. Your suffering had great purpose. Let the peace settle into your physical body right now. Your head is clear. Your heart beats with a calm rhythm. Because my spirit is flowing through your nervous system like a gentle river of life, the chronic exhaustion is draining out of your bones completely. You are being renewed from the inside out tonight. Sleep will be sweet. The people who hurt you have no power over your destiny anymore. I have moved you far beyond their reach. Forgive them fully. When you let go of the bitterness that tried to poison your thoughts, you lock the door against the enemy, and you step into the unlimited freedom of my grace. Let the past remain dead. You are entering a beautiful season of stability. The chaotic storms are finished. Your foundation is secure. Because you chose to build your hope upon my unchangeable promises during the dark sifting season, you will stand unshackable through every future vibration of this earthly world. You are an heir to my eternal kingdom. Your home will be a sanctuary of peace. I am pouring my blessing over your family relationships tonight. The division is ending. Where there was cold silence and constant friction, I am releasing a sweet wave of mutual understanding and divine harmony. My angels are guarding the perimeter of your household permanently. Now hear me with your entire focus. We have completed the great work of deliverance tonight. Your soul is free, but you must protect this sacred seal of protection from the distractions of the world. Do not let the noisy crowd steal the peace that you have received in this holy intersection of time. Stand firm in your faith. This message was sent to your screen because my heart desired a deep conversation with you. It was a holy alignment. The algorithms of this platform are completely subservient to my sovereign command. I guided your finger to tap on this video tonight because I saw your secret tears and I wanted to rescue your spirit. Do not let this moment pass away without a response. Your actions in the physical world reflect the conviction of your spirit. It is an act of obedience. When you choose to engage with my words actively, you are signaling to the heavenly host that you have accepted your new identity as a chosen child. Take your step now. Like this video right now if you have not done so yet. This is your physical anchor of agreement. It seals the blessing. When your heart connects with my truth through this simple action, a boundary is established in the unseen realm that forbids the adversary from stealing the seeds of hope from your mind. Click it with confidence. Now listen to my voice as we establish the next ritual of faith. I want you to share this message with 3 hurting souls. You know who they are. Because you have experienced my deep empathy tonight, you are now equipped to carry this same light to those who are currently losing their hope. Do not be ashamed of my word. When you send this light to others, you are performing a holy mission in my kingdom. You are becoming an answer to their silent prayers. I will reward your willingness to expand my territory of peace by pouring double abundance into your own empty hands tomorrow. Be my faithful messenger. Subscribe to this channel right now and turn on the notification bell. This is your commitment to daily guidance. Do not drift away, because the enemy will try to cloud your mind with noise as soon as you turn off this device. You need a consistent reminder of my eternal presence every single morning when you wake up. Each daily message will be a fresh compass for your next steps. I will speak clarity over your confusion. I will give you strategy. When you stay connected to this official fountain of truth, your spirit remains nourished, and your spiritual armor stays strong against the continuous arrows of the adversary. Make it your habit. Now I want to speak to those whose hearts are overflowing with deep gratitude tonight. If this message has brought light to your weary soul, you have an opportunity to honor this divine alignment. You can show your support through super thanks. It is not an obligation. It is a holy seed of thanksgiving from your heart. When you give a seed of gratitude, you honor the soil. You participate in the law of the harvest. Your small token shows your willingness to support my holy work. And because you chose to trust my promise with your resources, I will multiply your seed 100 times over in your bank account tomorrow. I see your heart. You will never walk in lack. Your finances are completely protected under my covenant. Do not fear lack. Because you chose to honor me in the middle of your sifting season, I am binding the devourer from your bank account permanently. I am opening new channels of wealth that will surprise you before the end of this month. Trust my absolute supply. Now let us return to the quiet place of blessing. Close your eyes for a moment. Feel my peace resting on your eyelids. You are no longer the broken child who entered this room with tight shoulders and a racing mind. You are leaving this place as a restored masterwork. The old guilt is entirely gone. I am speaking a final blessing over your sleep tonight. May your dreams be filled with visions of your beautiful future. May your body receive deep rest. Because my angels are standing guard at your door, no weapon formed against your peace will prosper during the dark hours of this night. You are thoroughly safe. When you open your eyes tomorrow, the atmosphere will feel completely different. The sun will rise with a fresh warmth. You will walk out of your house with your head held high. Because I have cleared the path ahead of you, you will walk into favor and honor that you did not have to struggle to earn. It is my gift. Go forward with a light heart, my beloved child. You are never alone. I am with you in every breath, in every step, and in every silent thought. The mistake that tormented your spirit has been erased completely by my everlasting love. Rest now in the absolute safety of my strong hands. Amen. Peace be with your beautiful soul forever.